I'm Ed Godfrey, Outdoors Editor for the Oklahoman, and I'm here today with Lance Meek, Hunter Education Coordinator for the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation. Lance, we got deer gun season coming up, and I know today in hunter ed classes you emphasize tree stand safety just about as much as gun safety. Isn't that right? Talk about that.
Yeah, we do. And you know what's happening, Ed, is people are doing a good job of not shooting each other these days. But what's happening, there's more and more people hunting out of tree stands, and they're falling out of them.
Talk about some pointers to give to hunters, things they should know. I know a lot of it is common sense, but you can't be too cautious. And we've already had one example of a hunter fatality in southwest Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, that's right. And we don't know exactly what happened there yet. But you know, the main point is, if you wear a safety harness, wear a full body safety harness when you climb up, before you climb up into that tree stand, and latch yourself in. The other thing is, don't climb up in that tree stand with a loaded firearm. Leave your firearm on the ground, use a haul line, and pull that thing up after you, an unloaded firearm up after you.
Yeah, make sure it's unloaded. That's the most important thing.
Right.
And I know I had a reader give me a good tip about, most people probably already have their tree stands up, but don't put your tree stand in a dead tree, because he came crashing down, and that cost him 6 months of, he was laid up for 6 months for that reason. So the other thing, safety tips to remember, you got to wear your hunter orange. Of course, that's the law. Talk about that.
Yeah, when you're deer rifle or deer muzzleloader hunting, you have to wear 400 square inches of orange, and that's not hard to do, but definitely wear it. I'd wear it whether they required it or not. Yeah,
and it's been warm so far this year, but if we get some ice during the deer gun season, don't be climbing up in a stand on icy steps, correct?
Definitely. That metal gets slick, and even if it's wet, it kind of makes me a little nervous.
All right. Any other tips you can think of, Lance, that people should know?
You know, just always think about safety when you're climbing up in that thing, and when you put it in, when you're installing the tree stand, that's one of the most crucial parts, and always have someone there to help you.
Probably a good idea, too, to carry a cell phone. Even though you may be in places where you don't have reception, let somebody know where you're going to be, when you're going to be home. All those are just good precautions to have.
Let's see it.